If you want to see supernatural stories about blood-sucking immortals, you should definitely watch our picks for the best vampire TV shows.
Why are you doing this? You know what blood does to me.
Because you let it control you. You always have. I'm just here to help you learn how to fight it.
We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Please let us know your favorite in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good TV show again.
Number 10.
It's cold. Ah! There's someone behind the door! There's someone on the other side! It's the other door.
What?
It's the front door.
Being Human is a supernatural comedy drama television series created by Toby Whithouse, taking on tropes from scary bedtime stories in the context of social segregation. This tale introduces us to a world where 3 supernatural species living together in an ordinary house are desperate to hide their true nature in order to live a life as normal as possible, constantly facing the danger of being discovered by other creatures, or worst of all, humans. Being a mid-20s werewolf is way harder than one may think.
When's the last time you fed? You're shaking, sweating. Get into character and watch the door. I've got a job to do.
Number 9. The Vampire Diaries.
Sorry, brother. It's dinner time. Have a bite.
The Vampire Diaries is a supernatural teen drama television series created by Kevin Williamson and Julie Plec. Life, love, and relationships are not easy for human beings, and especially people of youth. But who would have imagined that it is even harder for supernatural, unkillable vampires with superpowers who live for hundreds of years? Love Sucks is the premise of this fan-favorite vampire drama, which follows several superhuman beings on their journey to find out what life means when you aren't part of the living.
Is this the men's room?
Yes, I was just, it's a long story.
Number 8.
I bought this house because I care about you. If all I wanted was to taste your blood again, I could do it right now, and there wouldn't be a thing you could do to stop me.
True Blood is a fantasy horror drama television series created by Alan Ball. Never have you seen such intense and passionate tropes of gritty, yet realistic vampires as in this nightmarish modern tale. Freshening up the tropes with a world where the existence of vampires is known to humanity, the world of True Blood gives the species the opportunity to take part in daily life due to scientifically created blood that prevents them from the desire to kill people.
And what do you think's gonna happen when I do come to grips with it? Do you think my legs are just gonna magically open for you?
Well, that was saucy. Must have been fairy Suki talking. I like when she comes out.
Number 7. A Discovery of Witches is a fantasy romance television series created by Jane Tranter. Diana Bishop, a historian and reluctant witch, unexpectedly discovers a manuscript in Oxford's library that seems to be supernatural. When forced back into the world of magic in order to reveal the secrets the manuscript may hold about magical beings, she is offered help by a mysterious geneticist and eventually vampire. What follows is not only a great and adventurous journey, but the love story of 2 people who couldn't be more different.
You were exhausted from the witch wind.
Which wind?
No witch has summoned it for centuries.
Number 6. American Horror Story.
You must have a lot of questions. I have answers.
American Horror Story is an anthology horror television series created by Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk. The premise of this fan-favorite show is an anthology structure, meaning that while the cast stays same, every season has new characters and an entirely different story. Over the course of many great seasons that couldn't be more different, but are still exciting and spooky, we witness great, dark, and twisted horror stories to grind your teeth. Sometimes extremely violent, sometimes creepy, but always horrifying.
You stole my son.
I saved him, like I save all my children.
From what?
Number 5.
You need to listen to them.
The Originals is a fantasy supernatural drama television series created by Julie Plec. A spin-off to the fan-favorite cult show, The Vampire Diaries, The Originals explores the myth of the very first vampires that existed on Earth. Centered around 3 of the Michelson siblings, the very first vampires, called the Originals, we witness all their struggles when being born into a world where they were the only monsters around, yet.
If you think some liquor-fueled one-night stand, no offense, sweetheart, means a thing to me.
Marcel may be able to keep us from practicing real magic in this town, but as keepers of the balance, we still know when nature has cooked up something new.
Number 4.
If Dracula wanted you dead, you would be.
He doesn't want my death. He wants my submission.
Penny Dreadful is a horror drama television series created by John Logan. Following the name-giving premise to the Penny Dreadfuls, a type of 19th century British fiction publication with lurid and sensational subject matter, the series draws upon many well-known classic horror figures like Van Helsing or Count Dracula. In the darkest corners of Victorian London, some of the cruelest, most disturbing creatures lurk in the shadows, defining this adult drama that is filled by the best classic horror origin stories.
You think you've walked on corpses? Spread them from here to the horizon, and I have walked further. You weak, foul, lustful, vainglorious man. How dare you presume to speak to me of death?
Number 3. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, there's a problem. Why are you following me?
I know what you're thinking. Don't worry. I don't bite.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a supernatural drama television series created by Joss Whedon. Introducing one of the greatest and strongest female protagonists to the small screen, this classic fan favorite follows the one and only protector from evil, nondescript beauty Buffy, who is secretly a slayer, a mighty vampire killer. Chosen by fate to battle evil forces for life, she is blessed with special superpowers, but must yet learn how to use them in a righteous and meaningful way.
You're standing at the mouth of hell, and it's about to open. Don't turn your back on this. You've got to be ready.
What for?
Number 2.
That filthy fang didn't kill my sister. It turned her. It made her one of them. So I hunted her down.
Supernatural is a dark fantasy drama television series created by Eric Kripke. One of the most iconic modern buddies. Get to know the Winchester brothers, who are, unlike most brothers, ghost and demon hunters. As we are introduced to their very real world of supernatural godlike beings, every episode explores another facet in a world of fantasy and magic, chronicling the Winchesters in their mission to help the innocent.
Just making a little point.
Before we unveil movie number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
I can smell you. You're like me. I'm nothing like you. Yeah, you are. We're vampires, aren't we?
Who are you?
Me?
Well, I'm just the type of guy who hates to see good blood go to waste. Look, man, we just get paid to do the slaughtering and say the prayer. What are you praying to?
We don't know.
How can you not know? The ritual, it's all in Latin.
The bomb is in my safe. I alone know the combination. We must work together now.
Perhaps it is in my best interest not to destroy you.
Number 1. What We Do in the Shadows.
Send his soul to hell.
Does anyone else feel like having a cheeky little snack?
Sneaky snack?
What We Do in the Shadows is a comedy horror television series created by Jermaine Clement and is based on the 2014 film of the same name, written by Clement and Taika Waititi. The series follows 4 vampire roommates living in New York City who have been housemates for hundreds of years. Wonderfully absurd and ridiculously funny, the series expands the vampire lore and finds a new perspective in its charming, unusual cast to create a mockumentary series that is well worth watching.
You can't hypnotize a subject that doesn't want to do something that you want them to do.
If the only time you can hypnotize someone is when you have them do something they want to do, then it's not really hypnotism, is it?
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you want to know more about a particular TV show in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 TV show videos, be sure to subscribe to communiTV.